Well, greetings, world, and greetings, Seventh Spot. Guess what? It's 3 a.m. in Vancouver, British Columbia. Somewhere in the world, it's 11 a.m., maybe in the United Kingdom. Oh God, what have I done? Well, we're going to find out. Today's the day of experimentation because I'm going to try to bring in someone onto a call without even providing them with a live link. It's magic. So, to that end, I'm going to see if we can contact our good friend, Kevin Broomhead, who is in Newark at the GBS Coffee and Cars and Coffee. So here we go. I'm going to give it a shot, see if anything works. And we are dialing. Let's just see if we can bring Kevin in.
Hi, Jim. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not too bad. There's nobody here.
No, not a soul.
There are not many. No. Let me just see if we can. I'll just turn the camera around so you can see. So we've got a nice Vitesse.
Yeah.
There we go. And that's it. There's 4 zeros, and a Jag, and that's it.
Oh well, you know we anticipated it could be bad news.
Yeah, it's. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take some photographs for you.
Okay, could you rotate your camera just a little bit sideways so that we get a landscape type of view?
Of course, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that works much
better. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'll take some photos for you.
Yep.
And then, and just so you can you can see what we've got. There's hardly anything. One of the cars is going now, so there's 3 zeros and a Jag.
Yeah, we love it. And you know what I got to say, you are the best. Thank you for doing this.
No problem. You're absolutely welcome.
All right.
I'm just trying to see if I can turn the camera around. No.
Well, you did. You did well. That looks great in itself. You look great. You're smiling, or you are. Sorry, you look a little bit concerned now.
Yeah, oh, there we go. I can turn it around. Oh, that's it. I've done it. Right. Okay. So we have a rather lovely Vitesse.
Lovely.
It's a Triumph Vitesse, which is going to be my next car one day.
I'd love to have one of those myself. So
it's
cute.
Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. And tiny. Absolutely tiny. We just missed a Ferrari 944.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, treat, sorry. So that's that. Zero going now.
Oh, that's lovely.
Wait. So that's him. We've got another one here.
Everybody's making a hasty retreat.
Yeah, it looks like it's about to start raining, actually.
Yeah.
This one's a carbon wrapped one, which is quite nice.
I've seen that one before. It's very pretty.
So brought the trick lights. Yeah, exactly. I feel it just fills it full of water. Well, smile, everybody. You're on 7 Spot. Your live stream to Canada. You're in Canada. Cheers, now. Everyone. Yeah. What engine's in this?
2-litre 4 Zetec.
The Zetec.
Yeah.
It's lovely, carbon wrapped. With a boot. I like the boot.
Yeah, isn't that nice?
That's, yes. Yeah, it's very nice. Yeah, it's nice, that one. So we got another one here. My son, say hello.
Huh?
This is 7 Spot. So this one's a Same as mine. This one's a wide-bodied one. Another Mazda car.
Lovely.
Best one here.
I know
That's
that one.
obviously the best one here.
I've seen. Yeah,
It's good.
it's the best one for last. That's gorgeous. I love those seats. And the dash.
So this is
and the metal trim. It's just gorgeous all
this
around.
one's a wide-bodied one for the larger gentleman, which is that one there. Yeah, so that's that one. We've got a donor car here.
It's a donor.
MX-5. Well, he parked up. I think he's a bit brave because parking it round here is I've put bits stolen off it. Nice F-Type. This is the Zero. This is the GBS donor. Sorry, not donor. Demo car.
I love that
with
color.
the new doors.
Is that the Mazda color?
New doors in it. It's a beautiful color, isn't it? And then there's the Motul.
Lovely. Wow.
This has got all the tidbits on it. Look at this.
Just gorgeous.
The new interior in it. I believe they weren't going to make the center console, but now they've had so much notice about it that I think they're going to think about building it. That's the car there. There you go.
Wow. Kevin, thank you so very much.
And it's starting to rain. So,
yeah. Well, I'm not going to
around the guards.
I'm not going to hold you to this any. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, you're going right inside the shop.
Never mind. Look at that. Do you see that? I can't.
I do.
Zoom in on it. It's a little Lotus.
Lovely.
Well, I think that's a Coventry Climax Lotus, that one. And then there's a Porsche in the back there as well. You see the Porsche? Mm-hmm. That's a kit, that one now.
Wow. Fabulous.
Yeah, I didn't really got that. I must come see him about that. So there you go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you got up.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say what I always say. This is never about me, but I've got not enough words to say to you, Kevin. Thank you so much for doing this. This is absolutely awesome.
Absolutely welcome.
It's a test
here,
of new technology. So with that,
well, I can do it now.
Well, it's not you; it's me at this end. I'm doing this without sending you a link. I'm just using Facebook Messenger to make this connection. So, I thank you.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. You're absolutely welcome.
Hey, you're a pioneer.
No, I'm going to sign off because I'm going on because you're going to get wet.
All right. Cheers, and I'll say thank you so much.
Oh, do you want me to take some pictures before I go?
Oh, yeah, please do.
Do you want some stills?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll take some stills and I'll send them over to you.
Yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks,
Ruth.
You bet. Bye.
All right, 10 minutes. There you go. Cheers, Ruth. All right, I'll see you later.
All right, cheers.
Take care, mate. Bye-bye.
All right, bye now. Well, wasn't that fun, guys? New technology. Not only can we do stuff like that, but we've got a whole host of studio options that are now available to us to play with. And I'm just going to bring in, I guess, the next toy. So here we go. And
Hello, just doing a quick video of a build we've got on the way that Kurt's in the process of building. This car's a Gen 2 Mazda that's going out to Paul in California. It's going to be our new demonstrator out there.
This one's for Paul.
We'll show you what we're doing. Kurt's just going to say whereabouts we're at on the build. We'll have a quick look at some of the bits on the car.
To start us off, I fitted the brake lines, fuel lines, and the wiring harness. All that goes through the centre tunnel, all clipped up at a maximum length of 300 millimeters. If you come round to the back, just about to fit the fuel tank. But you can actually build this up on the bench now, as we have a little bracket on the back here to hold your low pressure pump and your fuel filter.
Kurt's got the fuel tank module built. We've now got the fuel lines already in the car. Then we've got all the pre-cut pipes. It's just a case of connecting 2 pipe fittings. Centre, bond the tank in. That's the rear fuel system done. Then we'll have a look at the front fuel system. Kurt wants to run through that.
At the front here we have the swirl pot and the high pressure pump. Just have the 2 lines that run from the rear. We have a feed and a return. So as the fuel comes from the tank into the top of the swirl pot, swirls around and gets sucked out of the bottom by the high pressure pump. From the high pressure pump it goes onto the footer bodies or the plenum, and back from the plenum back into the top of the swirl pot, and then we also have a return that goes back to the tank.
So running the swirl pot always ensures that you've got fuel in the car. So however hard you corner in, accelerating, you've always got that 1.5 litre of fuel. So no matter how hard you push your car, it's always going to work.
As you can see, we try and hide all the brake lines underneath the chassis here. Just makes it a lot neater and out of the way of any moving parts. We do this prior to paneling, so that you don't slip when you drill in and damage your side panels. As you can see, looking at this painted car, you can't see any of the brake lines, so it makes it look a lot tidier inside the engine bay.
What order would we start paneling and putting the services in the car then, Kurt?
One of the very first things that I do is fit the Footwell panels. That's going to save you a big headache later on in the build, because you can actually use the holes that are pre-drilled in the panels to tie up your brake lines. The next thing I do is probably fit the master cylinder. That gives you a statum of where you can start with your brake lines, and then you can just run your brake lines through the vehicle, clipping them up with a maximum length of 300 millimeters between the clips.
Yeah, that's an IVA requirement, so never exceed your 300 mil. Generally, we'd go measure a distance, divide it nice and equal, so they look equally spaced, which looks a lot sharper and neater. Once the brake lines are in, I suppose next is the wiring loom.
Yes, the wiring loom, we'll run it down the opposite side to the brake lines. Run it through the centre tunnel as well as the fuel lines. It's also a good time to do this right now. If you just push the little grommets in through the holes pre-built on the chassis, and then feed your nylon fuel line through, and then you can tie up with your wiring loom and put a couple of cradles in. Once again, it's a maximum of 300 millimeters, but we'll try and go a little bit smaller. The seat back panel, that's the first one I installed. All the holes on all of the panels are pre-drilled, so just put some clamps in, drill your holes, take it back off, deburr all the holes, apply some glue, and then rivet it back on.
We use a polyurethane adhesive for bonding all the panels everywhere. Seals them nicely, increases the torsion rigidity loads. It takes about a week to get off your hands, generally.
It also sounds a lot better. There's no tinniness.
Let's have a look at the new Gen 2 Scuttle. It's got the pre-formed head, so it's got the joggle, so the bonnet fits a lot nicer. And Kurt's just going to run through how he puts the inner dash in bits.
The Scuttle comes pre-rolled, like Richard said, with the joggle in the front. So what you will receive next is the inner dash panel. What you have to do is fold the little tabs in here, fold them all at around 90 degrees. What I normally do is start from the centre. There's a little pip in the centre of the Scuttle, and there is also a pip in the centre of the inner dash panel. What I do is I place it back so it's nice and flush with the edge there. Measure in however far in you want your rivets, and draw a line across the top. Start drilling the holes in the centre of every pip. Once I've drilled the holes, pull this out of the way, countersink all of the rivet holes, pin them all up on the bottom, and then it's ready to be riveted together. Once we've ensured it's all nice and safe and secure, actually take it back out and bond around the inner side. Same as once the firewall covers on, we bond around the inside of that as well. Makes it a lot more rigid and get no squeaks or rattles. Also, another tip, once it's all glued in, the little pips on the bottom side of the rivets, you can either flatten them back with a little grinder and a flapping disc, or with a file. Just makes the rubber that goes on after fit a lot nicer.
And we'll follow this build over the next few days till it's ready to go to America.
So isn't that exciting, folks? We can integrate external video. We can make long distance calls. Remember, now you can run, but you cannot hide. You don't need a link to do a live stream with us. And it also improves the quality of the upstream, because we found that in the past, trying to do live streams from low feed areas or low Wi-Fi areas, or areas that have poor cell coverage, did not get the type of video quality that we wanted. We were getting lagging and loss of signal. So although this may reduce a little bit of the quality of the video feed, the feed is consistent. So looking forward to doing that. And to that end, folks, you know, you've been so kind. It's now 3:16 in the morning, and this old boy would probably like to hit the hay. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to now. So with that, I'm going to say, have yourself a good day.